WFMU, you're on the air. FMU, you're on the air.
Yeah, hello, Tom?
Yes.
Hi, it's Gerald Perlmutter.
Oh, hey, Gerald. I just I want to apologize. We ran long with my last guest there. That was no, Gerald, you I guess this is the XFL Super Spectacular we're doing here, and you have a version of an XFL story which I guess would fall on the darker side of things.
Yeah, I guess you could say that, yeah.
So I read the story in the home news.
Uh-huh.
And I guess basically in a if you could summarize what happened to you. I guess you were at the home season opener for the Hitmen.
Yes, on February 11th against Birmingham, and I'm recently transplanted to New York, part of my executive management training program at Office Max, and I'm living in Weehawken now.
Okay.
And when I lived up in Massachusetts, I was a bit of a self-styled mascot, and did some mascotting for different teams up there. The Breakers and
what are the Breakers?
Oh, the Boston Breakers of the National Lacrosse League, and I went up as a break dancer.
Okay.
I dressed in '80s breakdance attire, and I would break dance to just get the crowd into it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun for me. I like to. It's like a hobby of mine, and I worked for I didn't work for it, but I was like a super fan for the Bay State Bombardiers and the Worcester Ice Cats up there, and the Rhode Island Newports. I worked all the teams basically, and people loved it. And,
now, as in what capacity were you working for each of those franchises?
No, I wasn't affiliated in any official capacity, but I was sort of a self-styled mascot. A lot of these teams can't afford mascots, and so they rely on just the enthusiasm of the fans.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was with the Worcester Ice Cats, I'd get dressed up as a cat, and do a lot of meowing and trying to get the fans into everything.
Okay, so you took it upon yourself.
Yeah, and people loved it.
Mm-hmm.
People loved it. I mean that I was in a community of people who were fans of a lot of minor league teams. One of my longest relationships was a woman I met at the Bay State Bombardiers game. When I actually went out and constructed a 1/28th scale of a B, 52 bomber, and wore it, to the games, and just riled up the crowds, and people loved it. And when I came down to when I was transferred to New Jersey as part of my management trainee program, I thought a good way to sort of introduce myself to the community and meet people would be to do the same, perform the same service for the Hitmen.
Okay, being that it's a new
league, and I was new in town, and I thought there was some symmetry there.
Mm-hmm. I should say my guest is Gerald Perlmutter, who
you can call me Jerry.
Okay, well, Jerry, we're doing an XFL Super Spectacular, trying to cover all the different aspects of the league, and Jerry has a unique story, I guess you could say.
So I went to the home opener.
Okay.
Of the Hitman thing, and I went out, and before, I guess I came down in January. It must have been at least 2 weeks before, I started to get my costume together. Where I purchased an $1,100 suit from Armani. It was sort of like a it was like a black suit with a little bit of a shine to it, trying to look a little Guido-ish, and I got over the internet. I got basically it was a cap gun, but it was a perfect replica of a 1920s Tommy machine gun that actually fired real caps.
Mm-hmm.
And I slicked back my hair and I dyed it black, and put on a mustache, a grease paint mustache, because, like when I go out there, I really like to be energetic.
Yeah.
And if you're sweating a lot, you can't use spirit gum mustache because that'll, when the sweat comes off, the mustache will come off.
Okay.
Because it's important to me to really, I'm playing a character.
Absolutely.
And in this instance, I was playing a hitman, and I went to the game on February 11th, and everything was fine. Until the kickoff, I like to try and build because it's, you're doing it over the course of the entire game, and you really need to pace yourself and wait for dramatic moments. But after the first kickoff, it was the home opener, and I wanted to really be energetic, and I got up and shot off a couple of, caps in the air, and I came up with a lot of sayings that are like a hitman would say, like take them out with extreme prejudice, or just rub them out, things like a hitman would say, and within, I don't even know if the run back started, and suddenly someone threw a beer cup at me with beer in it, and I turned around. I mean, it was it was just surprising more than anything else. And I turned around, and I didn't even see the person who threw it at me, and I was hit in the face. Someone hit me in the face with their fist, and then the next thing I know, there was several fans, Hitman fans. I mean, it was a Hitman. I was sitting in a Hitman section because that's where you go to try and encourage people to cheer. And several Hitman fans then just started to beat me, and I woke up, came to, I guess. I don't know how long after it was after that point, but I was in the Meadowlands Infirmary, and I had been just thoroughly brutalized by these people, and I was horribly brutalized by these fans who I was attempting to get excited about their own team. But these people are animals, and I haven't been able to return to work since that day, nearly 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I had to be medevaced to Cornell Medical Center.
Why were you medevaced?
I had some internal bleeding, and I don't know if they realized this at the time, but one of my the retina in my right eye was basically dislodged, and I had several fractures in bones in my jaw, in my chest. I had 2 of my ribs were fractured, and
now what happened? I mean,
I was just attacked by these people when I was attempting to get people excited about the game.
So it was just out of nowhere.
It was completely, totally out of nowhere. I did nothing to warrant that type of response. I was attempting. I am a super fan. I'm not a paid person, but this is what I do. And all I have is love for fans, and I try and give back, and that's the way that I shape my own community. And these horrible animals attacked me, and I don't even know. I had brought a date that I had met in my executive training program, and I haven't heard from her or talked from her since. I don't know what happened. I can just tell you that these people are animals, and this league is I have been attempting to sue the league, and apparently on the back of all XFL tickets, there is an indemnification clause, which essentially says that the XFL is not responsible if fans attack other fans.
Seriously, it actually says that on the back?
It's actually on the back of these tickets. Because, and I don't know if that is some mechanism in which they try and promote that type of violence, that type of horrible, horrible, cruel, evil violence, or if it's simply just a way to excuse themselves from responsibility about it. I'm sorry, I don't mean to get so emotional.
No. It's a
I
horrible.
haven't been able to go to work. I don't know anyone here in New Jersey or the New York area. I am originally from Massachusetts. I had articles written about me for my work for the Rhode Island Newports, which is a minor league soccer team in Rhode Island. And the Providence Journal did an entire 2-page spread of me in the Metro section about how I was bringing a personality to a team that, people felt was misnamed. I mean, it was, I had to, come up with a concept for the name Newports. I mean, it's a town in Rhode Island, and I came up with an idea where I would do rotating costumes, playing both a sailboat one week and then a mansion the next week, and I do this out of
you do it from your heart. It sounds like
I do it out of love, and to be attacked so viciously, and there were people have told me, and they can't find any witnesses, but I have heard that there was at least 20 to 30 people who attacked me, and some of them were ushers from paid by the league.
Oh my God, that's.
I mean, this is a travesty, and then to have put this type of clause on the back of their ticket where they encourage people to maim other people, and I was violated with the butt end of my Tommy gun.
Oh my God, that is
and
Gerald.
I have not. I have to. For the first week and a half, when I was in Cornell Medical Center, I had to be elevated by straps because I couldn't lie on my backside and I couldn't lie on my front side because of the damage that had been done with the gun and because of the fractured ribs. I had to be elevated through a harness system that they developed specifically for my ailments.
Wow, Jerry, I'm sorry to say the program actually has come to an end. I'm sorry about this. Is just not fair, and I know that the audience feels for you with.
I appreciate that. I don't mean to get so.
It's all right. It's all right.